All right. We are back for day 91 of playing chess every single day. My name's Andres. And if this is your first time, welcome. Don't like or subscribe yet. Make sure you enjoy what you're about to see because you might not. It's not good sometimes, y'all, like yesterday. But I'm playing chess every day. Today we're going to go back to the rapid run. And I'm starting with e4, going with the scotch. Pretty basic stuff. E4, F3. Knight takes on d4, and then queen takes back. And now we play chess. All right. Develop the knight. Pretty standard stuff. Develop the bishop. I always like castling towards the queen side. Is he going to try to do that? No, let's get castled first because this knight's going to come here. I'm going to push this. He's going to take, and I'm going to attack the knight and the queen at the same time. And then we can slow down here a little bit because I still need to connect my rooks by the development of this bishop. Although how are we feeling about this? He's gonna castle right now, isn't he? I could go here so this knight doesn't fork my queen and bishop. That is actually annoying. He's gonna castle anyway next time. I can get aggressive with knight b5, but I don't know. I feel like the knight's gonna come to g4 and attack my queen. Although if that's the case, I actually no, because then this bishop traps it, right? Right, because I wouldn't be able to go here, or to take. Can't go here. And the knight's covered. So actually, no, this is a poison pawn. I cannot do that. So in order to prevent this knight, I could also go here. Yeah, let's do this first. That way this knight can't come here and he castles, and that's fine. We have the open file. We actually can get this rook out or this bishop out any way possible. But I'm going to start pushing towards this king and maybe develop this pawn and then get the bishop out, fianchetto it. Keep an eye on this rook over here for some reason, just to get these out. Although this file is going to want to be open. I push here, you push. Okay, he's attacking the queen. Queen. Where does a queen want to go? Don't want to go. I don't think I want to stay on this rank. I guess I suppose I can go to b5, but nah. Let's just I only really got one good. I mean, I could go all the way here maybe. Options are b5 or c or d4, but d4 I still have some vision towards this king. So let's go here. And that way I can also back up this way if possible. Push here, I'm going to take that so you can't push the c pawn. And we're feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Let me move screen over here a little bit more central. Yeah, that's fair. Could go here. You do some sort of discovery. I think we check. This does leave this pawn vulnerable to this bishop, so I got to be careful. Although this kind of gives my... Oh, no. Okay, what about here? Hear me out. What about sacking? Takes, and then we have some action here. Let's screw it. Also, this is going to come with the discovery. Okay, but that just hangs this knight, and it's mate 1 now. Let's go here. And he resigns. Let's review that game. I feel like I played pretty well there. This this is a little short one, so we're gonna have to do another game because we can't just do it there. It'll be a quick review, I think. Let's see. 81% accuracy. Okay. Suboptimal move on the queen. I mean, I know it's blunder, so that's fine. But I feel like it's a nice little sack to open up this king with these pawns coming up. Plus, you hang this. And then, but then this is compensation. 2 pawns for a bishop. This can't be wrong. I mean, I guess it's wrong according to the computer, but let's just look at it from the top really quick. Pretty book moves. These are all book moves. According to the computer. Castling this way, I liked it. I liked it. That was the best move. But our best was to offer a trade. Okay. Yeah. This bishop was a pain in the ass later. Whatever. I offered a trade of 2 for 1, and apparently the computer did not like it. Best move there. Thank God. That was good. Blunder. Don't care. Best move. And now I'm winning. I mean, it's gonna be mayhem now. So follow up. Yeah, you gotta go there. It takes check. Yep. But I mean, I'm arriving now with these pawns. Cool. That's simple. All right. Let's play another one because we can't just end with that. And I guess at least that one makes up for yesterday's absolutely atrocious game that I played. Modern Scandinavian. So, you know, responsive d5, responsive e4. Usually we see knight f or c3, knight f6, knight c3 here. I'm all backwards. And then we take, and then we exchange knights on d5. Pretty standard for the modern Scandi. And if they don't trade, if they end up developing like their f3 pawn, or developing to f3, we actually take here. Like so. So we will take that. We will develop this knight here. They usually try to keep an eye on this pawn. But this queen's out to play a little early, so we're gonna go punish that, I think. I can go here and can e6 and then knight b4 attacking this pawn with fork. Okay, they decided not to go for it. How do we want to do this? So now we are in a punish. Okay. Bishop here to get a better scope. Let's. Oh, I just saw this. They're gonna castle this way. I want to castle the other way. I don't like that this pawn already started coming my way. But we'll have this file with this rook. Okay, I gotta slow down. What else we got? I mean, he's gonna castle, right? I suppose this would be a problem, maybe. Here. Well, my bishops are pointing towards where the king wants to castle. Okay, so I think that's a mistake, but we're gonna castle this way. Maybe ours is the mistake. They're probably fine. I just know that I'm coming after this king. I kind of want to do f6 here and get this pawn locking down. Plus it also helps me. Okay. Well, I don't love this knight here. I don't have to exchange, but then this will open up. Yeah, I have to because I can't have this. I can't have my king opened up here. I could push this pawn as well. But then this is hanging. So actually queen takes and then we slide the king over. Waste tempo a little bit because the queen is now way centralized. Though this is actually maybe better. Hold on. Oh no, you can't take that. Oh, because of check. Oh my god. They just realized it. Hold on. This is really cool. My knight's actually held because I have check discovery on the queen. And now you have to back up because I am going to this is not threatened. This fork is a threat now. So we're gonna go here, here, and exchange. This is still a fork. This is a little vulnerable, but then a quick slide over here, and we're now looking straight at the barrel of this king. So you don't actually even want to. If you take this, yeah. You have to get out of this fork threat and this check threat here. So now my knight's hanging, but I could hold it, or I could push here, because this pawn can't come attack and kick my knight. So, but then that kind of blocks my bishop. I mean, I feel like this is the best move, but maybe it's completely wrong. I just know that now the knight's held. Maybe this is an option at some point. I mean, your bishop can't come here now. And my knight's held. I guess your rook can go here? Maybe... Oh no. Whoa, okay. Maybe f6 here, and then, man, this is a solid structure. Because you can push here. I go here, takes. But do you... That's not a terrible move, I suppose. I mean, your bishop hasn't moved, and your rook hasn't moved. I feel like this is good for me. This has got to be good for me. Well, I almost missed that was the case, but good thing that's why you calculate. These are things you can't really do during bullet games. And if your bishop comes here, okay, he just decided to attack. So now, hold on. That can get a little scary. Okay, this feels slow, but I need to do it to go here and start pushing these pawns. He can't really move this though, because if he does, I mean, this queen is just not in a good place. This is coming next. And that locks down their bishop. I mean, the bishop can't even go. I guess it can go here, but... You can go here and then here? But... Yeah, that's fine. Are you going to slide this now? It's fine, you take. And now this could be a problem. What about this? Here, this is also loose. Hold on, let's think about this. I go here, you go here, takes. King's gotta move. Then it's a whole problem. Could just slide over, then this comes. Options. Or I go here, and then this doesn't move. Where are you going with the queen? It's discovered. So it can go here, I guess. Can't go here, here, or here. And you go here, but then I win a pawn back. Yeah, let's do this. Plus I can kind of just slide the... Yeah, get back over there. Oh, but do I just keep pushing then? What do we do? There's so many possibilities. There's a backwards pawn I gotta keep an eye out for. There's also this now. Hold on. Where does your queen go in that event? It goes here. Kind of reactivates the queen. Maybe I'm getting too bloodthirsty for this queen. Okay, my other option is I push a pawn, right? Just keep moving. Because what if you kick here? No, you can't. And you can't. So I can hold space there. Let's just do this. I bet you some of this is inaccurate, but holding this still. I could go queen here and then move the bishop here. That's actually not a bad option either. Also keeping an eye on this. This pawn doesn't become a problem. But right now I'm holding these two pawns honest. And if this comes at even better than this, it's actually this, because I skewer this and get a rook for my troubles that can't, for a free rook, because this isn't developed yet. Although now this can come, or even this, that could be problematic. Keep an eye on that for sure. Here. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this would have been better because then this would have been locked down. But actually, I can still do this. Now, do I want to put my queen here or here? I feel like here so she can see this. This is much better. This idea is not bad either. And I'm still holding this pawn. So that's good. And then this can happen. And then we're set. Okay, well now that's a no-brainer. I gotta do this now. What about this? Then you go here, and I go here. Or I go here. Hold on, I got options. I can attack the queen. Queen's gonna go here. I could trade and double up some pawns. Hold on. That's actually not bad. Double up some pawns. And I have these very active bishops. Or I keep trucking along. What about this? You can just skip past this. If I go here though, here, this is actually it's look scary. So maybe moving the queen out of the way, or no, this. So then this is prevented. Yeah, so we don't get some sort of mate in one or like some scary checks inbound. This is held. I guess you can kick it, but I just go here. You go again, and then I can take this. This is actually still an option anytime. Or if I go here, you take. I take with check. Yeah, this is gonna be the next. Interesting game, this one. I'm sure this is like, there's a couple of things that are wrong. Really? I go here, you push. This blocks in your own bishop. Yeah, okay. But now I'm looking at sacks. I'm up material. Takes. Check. Hold on. Hold on. Then we sack. This is a little sketchy. Happy to do that because you can't come over here. So this is going to be a great sack. Plus, again, I'm up the material from when I took the knight. So it's well worth it. Plus, we open up. I mean, if you don't take it, what do you do? I retreat and then push, and then you got problems anyway. I mean, this is incoming. There's really nothing you can do about it. I mean, you can't really. This bishop's got one legal move because you trapped it in. Okay, well, I gotta do that now. You got some problems, my guy. You can't even take. This is sketchy as hell. Actually, that's mate. If you take, that's mate. Because my queen's holding here. So you can't take. Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. What am I missing? I take, you gotta take with this. Okay, there's another option. I go bishop here. And that's still mate. You can't take this. Or I take, you take, I push. You gotta move the queen out of the way. I go check. You had to take, I take. Screw it. I think that's it. You have to take. Maybe it should have been this rook that moved here. Now I go here. You gotta take. I mean, I want to win the queen at the very least. I probably didn't do this the most correctly. This probably should have been this rook, but I wanted to keep it with the queen for some reason. Although it was held by a pawn. Oh, that was it. But then this is still a problem. God, I'm gonna get the king out of the... Okay, I go here. That's gotta be problematic. You can't take this because then I just go here. I didn't realize that this was gonna be miscalculated, the check here. But I mean, there's no way you get out of this. He's gonna lose on time. Okay, well, I gotta go check now, and that's it. Yeah, okay. Boom. Wow, what a good game. Let's review that really quick, and then we can call it a video. That was sweet. We'll take it. Let's see what the analysis says. 77% accuracy. No brilliant moves. Really? 2 blunders? I think I saw this during. Oh, this pawn hung. Okay. And this pawn. It's a blunder because I hung this pawn twice. Okay. Those are my only 2 blunders. All right, let's look at this. Book moves, modern Scandinavian. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Blunder because we talked about this. And then blunder because I hung that same pawn twice. Here we go. I should not have made that. By the way, that's not a, I'm not overlooking that. That's a terrible mistake because that causes problems wholeheartedly. I needed to push here and then here. So, okay. Great move. Again, you can't take because if you take, if for those of you that missed that, I got your queen. So, best move is to, and actually I'm also threatening this fork. So like, let's say you, I don't know, wanted to fianchetto this bishop. I go here and you're in trouble. So really bad blunder here. Push. Best move was h5. Good move. Good move. Good move. Good. 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 That was a good move. What was the best move here? I was curious. Was it here? Ah, wow, brutal. Just to keep the bishop here on this diagonal, I can always come back here. But keeping an eye on this pawn. Actually, I can even set up a battery here, like a diagonal battery. Okay, not bad though what I did. Good push. Good. Best move to get out of the way, but keep an eye on this pawn, which ended up being where my queen laid the whole rest of the way. And it sets this up still. Still good move. Best move. Let's go. Pushing here was huge. This pawn was a hero. What was the best? It's probably this one. Oh, it wanted me to do that from the beginning. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I missed that. And then it's interesting because I wanted this, but this pawn was already held by the queen. That's why, because later on I was like, yeah, I should keep this here because this ended up becoming what ended up happening. That was the best move. Good, good, good. And then here, had I kept this here, this was already held. It's held twice. So it didn't need my help. I didn't recognize that. But still, I mean, it was just mayhem for you. Mate 19 from this point, and this was not the best move, but still get the queen out of the way. You had to sack your queen, and then of course checkmate on the king. Though with the bishop holding this last remaining square, the queen holds the pawn for escape, and then the rook slices the rest. Man, great game. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been day 91. We'll see you guys tomorrow. How are we doing as far? I just want to clip this because it's been way too long, and maybe I'll just clip the game at the beginning, which, yeah, it was like a quick game, so maybe not. Is this all-time high? Yes, all-time high, 1970 or 1374. Let's go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna clip the first game at the beginning. That was quick because, yeah, it's just adding too much to this video. So you guys missed another game. It was pretty good, so you can always just go to my profile and check it out on chess.com. As you can see, my username's right there. But thanks for watching. Now this is where I ask you, if you liked it, subscribe, please. This is a way to support the channel. And I try to post every single day. So far, I've hit it pretty much. If I miss it, I'll post like 3 in one day. But we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Andres. Bye.